Like if you got a U-turn or whatever it is.
I almost did a U-turn out here. On
yeah. Do you drive like... So I started rolling.
Yeah.
Do you drive like crazy?
Most people think I do.
Yeah, I feel like that is fine. Like
I'm in control of it. You know
okay.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you're in the car with me, you might be like, "Whoa!" But I'm in control of what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. So you're not gonna do? Would you drive like you wouldn't drive too shockingly or anything?
I don't drive like Fast and Furious, but I drive aggressively.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. Like don't. It shouldn't be like the lines of the road are keeping you reined in no matter what.
That's too conservative for guys like us, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we really push the envelope.
You can't contain us. We're artists.
Yeah, me and you are?
Well, sure. You didn't do this painting, but...
No.
You have it in your apartment.
This is my roommate, Jake.
What's up, dude?
Hey.
You take a shower?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Refreshing.
It's a good thing to do.
Indeed.
Yeah, and I didn't get around to it before.
Really? I told you I was going to shower, and I did. Me and your roommate are both showered, and you're some dirty ruffian.
I guess, yeah, I don't always necessarily shower, not necessarily. I try to get around to it. But yeah, like the lines on the road, like you should be able to do like a U-turn wherever you want.
Yeah. Yeah, you should also be able to cut through like gas station parking lots to avoid a light.
Yeah, do you do that?
I have, but it's not like a regular thing. I'm just saying you should be able to do that without being worried about getting a ticket.
There's some places where it's like better.
Yeah.
Where if the opportunity presents itself, then it's like a good thing to do.
Your roommate came straight out of the shower and left.
Yeah. And he had just walked right
through.
He
just left. He just left.
Oh.
He just got his car and left. Like straight.
Oh, okay,
straight
yeah.
out of the shower. I've never seen anybody do that. I mean, he wasn't like naked, but.
Oh, what is weird about it to you?
To me, there's like a good chunk of time between after a shower and when you're ready to go out. Unless you're in a hurry. You know what I mean? Like that's really,
yeah.
But like,
maybe just the podcast was like forcing him out. Or
probably.
Like,
he probably felt uncomfortable in his own house.
That might have been it, yeah. But those are just some of the things that need to happen with my roommates if I have this podcast.
Yeah.
It's
Was
like
that part of the stipulations when they moved in?
I didn't let them know about the podcast, really. But I didn't actually have any guests here when I moved in to that point, so I didn't know that I would be having guests. But I don't like if they're, like, in here, if they're in the kitchen. My one roommate, like, made dinner during the last one.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they say anything? Were they like, oh, hey, sorry, guys? Or were they just like...
He just made dinner, but I guess he's kind of, like, oblivious.
No.
I felt like, oh, he's my mortal enemy for doing that. But I think that he didn't, like, know that I would have cared is more what it actually was.
So... Do they know now that you do a podcast regularly?
Well, it's like if I tell them, hey, don't be here when I do my podcast, then they would probably not be here. If I was like, these are the rules because I have all these standards or whatever.
Are you the head of the house?
Not that I know of. No,
like,
the guy who owns the house is the guy that you saw.
Oh, okay. So he's your roommate and the landlord.
He owns the house. Okay. Yeah.
So if he came in here and was like, hey guys, no more podcasts, we'd have to wrap it up.
I don't know.
What if he was like, hey, take that to your room?
He wouldn't do that, so...
I'm just trying to get you to take me to your room. That's
I can show you my room after this.
Okay, that's how this podcast's gonna end.
Yeah, we can.
I know everything I say is aggressive, like I drive, but it's not.
I wouldn't have said like it's aggressive, or like everything you say is aggressive.
That's
so
good.
far.
You know,
that didn't jump to my mind or anything.
Do you remember the one time you and I were at the attic? I think it was an open mic on a Wednesday or something, and I don't remember what the conversation was, but I was talking about how I don't like shorts.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe I was a little too aggressive in my hatred for shorts. I
feel like sometimes I see you when we're both at the same place, and then it becomes like an argument or something.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like maybe sometimes I speak too aggressively. You know, I drive too aggressively. I have too aggressive. Like, I have like silly thoughts and silly beliefs, but I'm aggressive about them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you think that becomes a hindrance to you to other people?
Probably.
Like, does the comedy community not like you?
I'm
as
convinced
much?
nobody likes me.
I
don't know.
I'm sort of convinced of that. At least like not everybody, but like the Columbus comedy community. I feel like they don't like me.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say they don't like me. I thought you were agreeing with me. You're like, yeah, nobody likes you. I guess.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
But you think nobody likes you?
Yeah, sort of. I was at the not that nobody likes me, just like the Columbus comedy community. I don't know that I'm necessarily a part of it.
Yeah.
I was at the I was at a thing. I was at the Brickies open mic on Friday, and this guy was like, he was from Dayton, and I asked him what's the best city to do comedy in Ohio, and he said Cleveland and then Columbus, because he was like, in Columbus, you sort of have to be part of the community to be like in the rotation for shows, so it's like hard to get on shows. And I might edit this part out.
No,
but,
leave it in here. This is what the people want.
Yeah. And he was like, Columbus would be second just because it's hard to be. You have to be part of their like community to be on their shows. And I was like, oh, I'm not even a part of that, or like part of their community.
I feel a part of it, but I also don't. I feel a part of it just because I'm annoying and I force myself to be, to be known. Like I complain.
Yeah.
I complain about shit. Like if I don't get booked on stuff, I'll like make a post like, "Why don't I?"
Oh yeah.
Like,
do you think that gets you anywhere?
I think it gets me attention,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll just leave it at that. Like I don't know if it's good or bad attention. It's just attention.
Yeah.
I mean, I have been booked on shows after I have made said posts of complaining about not being booked on shows. So maybe that worked. You know, but
yeah, maybe if you complain more or like lobby more for it, then it might.
Yeah, I mean,
work.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been doing comedy around here for like a long time though, so I feel like I've just like weaseled.
For how long?
I've been doing comedy for 10 years. Not all here in Columbus. Like I moved to LA for a couple years, but mostly here.
What was that like?
California?
Yeah.
The comedy scene or just California?
The comedy scene.
It's fun, but it's like super competitive. But that's why I like it.
Were you in LA?
Yeah.
Did you go to the Comedy Store?
Oh yeah. There's like a lot of opportunities in California, but you have to be willing to play the game. You know, you have to be willing to stay out all night long. You have to be willing to mooch with people, buy door guys edibles. You know, like you gotta network. It's not
in order to be a regular at the Comedy Store.
Yeah, I mean, it's like at least to what I saw. Maybe this is just me being a hater because I didn't make it, but like it seems like the key to success in at least Hollywood is like being talented and also being good at networking. Like being talented and also being cool. Like people liking you, and people don't generally like me. I don't think. I think at first people want to like me because like I look like off to some people. Sometimes people think I look like scary or like intimidating. Okay. Because I think I have like a sour look on my face sometimes. You know, like I don't know.
Yeah.
But then they get to know me and like,
How close did you come to being a regular at the Comedy Store?
Oh, dude, not close at all. Like, I mean...
Because it just required a lot of networking?
Yeah.
Or?
Like, the closest I got to being a regular, meaning, like, booked on regular shows at the Comedy Store, is just the fact that I was friends with... Do you know Shayna Rabani?
No.
She started doing comedy here, and now she lives in California, and she's way more successful than me. But because I'm friends with her, that's, like, the closest I got. Like, her taking me to the store and hanging... You know, we'd hang out in the back, like... You know, like where regular people can't go. So that like seems cool and feels cool. Like I got to hang out there a lot and it was cool. And see a bunch of like, you know, famous comedians and...
Yeah, I want to go there. I want to check it out at least.
It's definitely like this. I hate when people say this, but it is a whole vibe. Okay. Like if you go there on the right night...
You seem kind of like a California kind of person a little bit.
Why? Why do you say that? Why do I seem like...
I don't know, maybe more chill.
I am very relaxed, but I like the East Coast and the Midwest more than the West Coast. Like,
oh really?
People and like environment.
Yeah, I don't even upon saying that I don't know for sure. Like you might be more. East Coast is more like they're more serious.
Yeah.
But I guess
Yeah.
you're just nationwide, I guess, to me. You could be anywhere.
I mean, I have lived a lot of places, and like people, there's a lot of similarities in a lot of different cities, but there's also like, I think each city has their own little like flavor, and it's usually in the people who are from there. You know what I mean? Like the people who grow up there.
Mm-hmm.
Because like LA, everybody I did comedy with, like I lived in the Valley, and you cross the mountains and into Hollywood. So every time I go into Hollywood for like comedy, all my friends and comedians are all like people not from there. And then I lived in the Valley and like worked in the Valley, and everybody I worked with was like from there. You know what I mean? Like they're all like born and raised in that area. It's like,
yeah. What do you think about Columbus? Like the people in the city? I feel like Columbus is kind of bland.
yeah. I mean, have you grown up here?
No, I'm from Wisconsin.
Okay. As long as I've grown up, like I've lived here in Columbus, everybody my whole life has always been saying like, "Oh, Columbus is the next."
Are you from here?
I grew up here, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't like born here, but I grew up here. Everybody's always been like, Columbus is the next city, you know, like it's the fastest growing city in the Midwest. It's the Midwest and this Ohio Valley region is going to be like the new Silicon Valley. Like I've heard stuff like that. I've heard that.
It's kind of like a thriving-ish city. Like it works.
It is, but it doesn't feel like Chicago or New York or LA. Like there's a lot of people here. There's a lot of apartments everywhere. I mean, like there's people living everywhere. Traffic is crazy, but the only thing that makes this city, Columbus, feel like a major city is the traffic. Other than that, I don't get major city vibes from Columbus. I just get like Midwest city.
It seems Midwest and kind of family-ish.
Yeah, and I don't know.
It's all right. I mean, I or whatever.
Why'd you come from Wisconsin to here?
I went to college in Ohio at a college called Cedarville University, and then I was like looking for jobs out here. I got a job out in Columbus.
Why were you looking though from Wisconsin? Like what drew you to Ohio?
I knew some people out here. Like I had gone to college here for 4 years. Maybe I just wanted to leave Wisconsin, and like that was the only place I had lived in besides Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
So I was looking for jobs in a couple places, and this was one of them. I got a job at the Department of Defense, and so that was like a really good job. I mean, yeah, just that I was looking out here, I guess, because I went to college near here.
Yeah. No, Columbus is a great. Like I came back here obviously for a reason. I mean, it's cheaper.
Yeah.
It's it's only 8 hours from New York. It's like 6.5 hours from Chicago. I mean, it's a good spot to be for traveling, and just LA, Hollywood's very competitive comedy wise, and I'm too old.
We kind of live in an era where you could make a name for yourself. I think in any city.
Pretty much. I mean, if you have a social media presence, you could for sure. If you're just trying to do comedy,
it should be that way going forward. I think.
What do you mean, like?
That like smaller cities can compete with bigger cities just as well, just because of social media.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's why
it's just kind of like a perception. Like nobody knows that Columbus is. Most people don't think of it even as a big city.
Yeah, most people don't know where it is. Like west of the Colorado Rockies. People on that side of the country, they don't know. I'm like all the guys.
I feel like Cleveland and Cincinnati are more identifiable to people
because they have sports teams.
Yeah, and those are like cities, and Columbus is a capital city, which I would say is different.
Shouldn't the capital city be like the major city in any
I
state?
think that's a better thing to have.
Doesn't it just make sense logically?
Yeah, I think that it's better to live in a capital city ultimately. Like, I feel like that has a better future. I feel like Columbus has a better future than Cincinnati and Cleveland, because those are just, like, cities.
Like, if society was crumbling, Columbus would last longer.
Yeah, I think so.
Society is crumbling.
It is. American society is crumbling, and the dollar is fucked. When I moved here, you could pay, like, $7.70 for a Raising Cane's combo.
It's gone up. It's like $9.99.
Now it's like $12. And it was like, the first 2 or 3 years I lived here, it was consistently like $7.80.
But isn't that like just the way things are in society? Like people always say about how expensive things are now, but like in the 1800s, I mean, wasn't like a a banana like one buffalo head nickel or something. You know?
Yeah. Well,
so I'm saying as time goes on, then yes, everything gets more expensive. Just
it is possibly that way. I feel like the inflation in the last decade has been way too much.
It jumped too high.
What you would want to watch out for if inflation was increasing at too rapid of a rate. When countries dissolve or whatever historically, like their currency inflates massively in their just in their last few weeks of existing. So like an inflation of the currency would be a bad sign.
So do you think America?
But it's like the dollar. I just think like you should invest in cryptocurrency personally, because cryptocurrencies is just based on a computer program, and then the national currencies like the dollar is like based on your faith in the government, and the government just keeps printing more dollars, and we don't really have faith in the government, not like we did 25 years ago. Like faith in the government is kind of at an all-time low, and that's sort of, it's a part of what decides what like the value of the dollar across the world. But like
faith in government in general, or the American, like America, you're talking about Americans.
Kind of both, but like you should invest in cryptocurrency as like the value of that is increasing, and the dollar, the value of that is decreasing.
Do you have crypto?
Yep. When I started this podcast, I started to just like talk about the different cryptocurrencies, and I didn't know necessarily that I would have guests on, but then I started to do stand-up, I think, after I started the podcast.
Oh, so you started this podcast before you were even in comedy?
I think I did.
Can I ask why? Like, why are you doing this podcast?
Because I like to tell people what I'm thinking, and like I have these things that I think about, and I feel like telling people, and without because I used to be religious, and without religion I feel just kind of free to be like, oh, it doesn't matter, I can just whatever the fuck say anything, and so therefore I might as well talk about the ideas, and it's just like it's an outlet for me to talk about what I think about, and I don't care if people hear it. So therefore, I just keep making more episodes.
You felt like constrained when you were religious, like you couldn't say the things you want to say or have the thoughts you want to say?
I wouldn't have thought of it that way. It's just like once that the religion was, I didn't have to deal with that. I was like, now I can say whatever. So I was probably constrained. But I didn't think of it like that. I was just walking around kind of with no urgency, I would say, when I was religious. But now I'm like, I gotta say this now before I die, or something. Or whatever.
No, I mean, I was never super religious, but I mean, I was vegan for like 6 years, and when I stopped being vegan, I was like, give me whatever McDonald's has, give me whatever fucking Pizza has, whatever new crazy things they have, I want to eat it.
Why did you stop being vegan?
I just stopped caring, I think.
You just got to a point where you're like, that doesn't matter.
I mean, not that it doesn't matter, but it's just like me being vegan, me not partaking in this stuff isn't going to change anything. Like, because I was kind of into it for like ethical purposes.
Yeah. Did you watch that documentary about cow farts and?
I've seen a bunch of documentaries, but what, Food Inc. or something?
Yeah, I think that's one.
Food Inc.'s like a real popular one. Yeah, I've seen that.
When I saw that, I was like, they're right. We need to stop eating cows. But I didn't like stop. I mean, like.
No, because it's not gonna happen. And.
Did you eat at Whole Foods?
That's actually where I started being vegan. Was I went to Whole Foods, and in their little prepared food section thing, they had like some sort of seitan or whatever it's called, like fake like meat or whatever. It was like it was supposed to be like General Tso's chicken, and I was like, let me see if I can have that. And I ate it, and I was like, that's pretty good. And I was with my friend at the time. I was like, let's see if we can be vegan, and then we just kept being vegan for like years after that. And I stopped being vegan. I broke veganism with Chicago deep dish pizza. It's delicious.
And then you were like, I'm out.
I was vegetarian for like a couple years after that. But then I moved to I moved back here to Columbus from Chicago, and I was pretty poor, and I worked with this guy who would Jeff. I worked with Jeff. This guy. I worked with Jeff.
Jeff Ladala.
And he's like McDonald's every day, like Burger King every day, fast food every day for lunch.
Okay.
And he has a rule: you fly, he'll buy. So like if you go and get it, then he'll pay for it. So
okay.
That was I was like, all right, well I get free food every day if I'm just go and buy this guy his fucking Big Mac with 9 ketchup packets. So I might as well start eating meat.
Yeah, I sort of eat that. I eat fast food a lot.
What's your favorite?
My favorite fast food might be Burger King.
Really? Still?
Yeah.
I feel like Burger King's fallen off.
It's just because, like, the rodeo cheeseburger, you can't really find that anywhere else.
That's the barbecue one with, like, onion rings or something?
Yeah.
That's what you like?
I like that, and that they don't... No, you can't really find it anywhere else. Yeah.
Do you think that's what they...
You can get, like, a double cheeseburger and a rodeo cheeseburger. It's like when you go to Chili's and you can get, like, the barbecue burger with onion straws or whatever it is. It's like that's kind of one of the top choices besides just a regular burger. And that they have a cheap one of those at Burger King and onion rings is an improvement on fried onions, I would say.
Yeah.
That they have that at Burger King makes me like Burger King. I mean, I like Chick-fil-A and Raising Cane's, but Burger King is better than McDonald's. It's just that people are like so high on McDonald's because it's so like American or so standardized. It's like a Starbucks. It's like the Starbucks.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you that. It's like
the Starbucks of burgers. So everybody's like, yeah, definitely McDonald's. I don't go to Burger King for breakfast, but
no. Burger King. I mean, look, I'll let you have your opinions, but Burger King has gone downhill.
In what time frame?
I would say Burger King was good up until 2000. Up until recently. Up until 2020, maybe. Up until COVID. And it's mainly, this is my vegetarian side coming through, it's mainly because they used to have a veggie burger. The only fast food place
Burger King did?
that had a veggie burger.
Okay.
And this is before the Impossible Burger or any of that bullshit. Mm-hmm. And then Burger King started carrying the Impossible Burger, the Impossible Whopper, and so they got rid of their veggie patty. And the veggie patty was just like some vegetable patty, it was like fried, it was good. And they got rid of it because all these fucking vegans and shit want the Impossible Burger. They want to be eating like fake meat instead of just like veggies, you know?
Oh, okay.
So that's why they've gone down.
Because of vegan things?
Yeah, I'm not even...
Are you still a little bit vegan?
No. Not at all. I'm probably the least.
You're not going to go back to it? You're like, I'm not going to...
If I did ever go back to it...
You don't want to regress.
If
like,
I ever did, it would be
that.
because of... It'd be for diet. It'd be for like health and like vain reasons, you know, because like I'm getting too fat or something.
Okay, yeah.
But not like ethical reasons anymore. I don't. Not that I don't love animals. I love animals, but I just...
It's not ethical anymore.
I just, like I said, there's nothing you can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
What am I gonna do? Like, what am I gonna do? Join some fucking the animal liberation front, and go liberate some minks at a mink farming factory, and then get arrested, and then do like 15 years in prison for terrorist activity? Get waterboarded?
Yeah. You don't want to be too much of an activist.
No.
Like Greta Thunberg is always getting arrested like every other week, or like because
those are people who have nothing else to do. They're not funny and they're not creative.
Yeah, well, people who do protests or whatever, like the No Kings protests, for example, all those people I feel like are just people that don't work.
Mostly, yeah. I mean,
or like they don't have anything to do during the day, and then
aren't they getting paid to do that? Aren't they all like paid actors? Isn't that what they say? That's what they say on Fox.
I don't think all of them are paid actors, but like the people leading it maybe are paid.
Somebody's making
some
money.
Official, like George Soros.
Yeah.
George Soros orchestrates stuff like that, is what I understand.
That's what everybody says. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I hear.
I hear so much about George Soros, like being the head guy.
Is he even a real person? What does he look like?
He looks like kind of what you'd expect. If you like looked up George Soros' picture, you'd be like, oh yeah.
Is he black?
No. He's a white guy. He's probably Jewish, is what I would imagine. I don't really know.
Yeah.
But he's probably a Jew. Not that I don't like Jews.
No,
like,
but
for real.
it is what it is.
There's a lot of Jews in like the higher positions like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's also some people who aren't Jewish that are in higher ups like that. But
yeah.
a lot of Jews.
Right. They're kind of everywhere.
My landlord was a Jew in Brooklyn.
Oh, did you live in Brooklyn?
Yeah. He was a Hasidic Jew.
Did you do stand-up in Brooklyn?
I've done stand-up in New York, but not when I lived there. When I lived there, and I used to live in Chicago. I've lived in New York.
So you've lived everywhere?
Well, I've lived in
Sorta.
like the major cities in America, I guess. Like the three.
Well, just because you wanted to live in all of them?
Different reasons at different times. Chicago was the first place I moved, and yeah, it was just because I wanted to get out of Columbus. Like, I had friends in Chicago. I was like, all right, cool, I like Chicago. I moved there. And then when I moved to Brooklyn, it was because kind of the same thing. I had opportunity, had friends that lived there. I told myself I was going to go to art school and try to become a photographer, but that didn't I didn't even do anything about it. I just thought about it, and then I used that.
Did you do photography?
Yeah, I mean, I do photography, but I just used the thought as an excuse to convince myself and that it was good to move to New York, and I just always wanted to live there.
Yeah.
And then LA was mostly to do comedy, but also because I just wanted.
Where did you like living better, New York or LA?
New York. I think.
Why?
I like big cities that are like that are close together. LA's spread out. I like owning a car.
So you like just lots of people?
I like lots of people, but I like, for example, in New York, one of my favorite things to do in New York City requires no money. You just go walk around. Like I used to live in Brooklyn, and I would walk into Manhattan, like walk over the Williamsburg Bridge, walk over Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah.
And that in itself is like a day thing, and it's fun. It's fun to me. I mean, I don't know. Some people obviously need more stimulation. They need to like have all kinds of shit and go to parties and clubs. Like I just give me a day off work, and like I'll go walk around the city and take pictures of shit or just like hang out. And
yeah.
You can't really do that in LA. You gotta drive everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Everything's fucking far apart. Everything's far away.
So everything's closer together in New
Yeah.
York. Oh, okay.
I also lived in New York when I was younger versus LA when I was older. So it's like, I wonder.
Have things gotten worse as you've gotten older?
Yeah. You become.
They have for me.
Yeah, you become more of like a curmudgeon, I feel.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah. Is it like that for everyone? Or?
No. Some people have shitty younger lives, and their older lives are like great. I'm not even saying my life is shitty. I'm just saying I was more positive and like chipper and like ready to go in my 20s, and now I'm still ready to go, and I'm still ready to go do shit, but I'm not like the whole comedy thing, going to a mic and then hanging out for hours. That's not me.
I'm not a big fan of it. I usually go to my car a lot of times.
Yeah.
Or like for an hour before I do the thing.
I'll go and I show up early, like I'm there for a while. Like I say I'm not about to hang, but like then I'll be at like tonight at Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
I'll be there all night. But it's because
it's fun once you're hanging out. It's fun anyway.
Once you're there, you're like, this is better than just going home and not doing anything.
Yeah, I go to Cafe Bourbon Street to do karaoke sometimes, or it's like that's part of the reason.
You're a karaoke guy?
Yeah, I like to sing.
That's probably the last thing I would have guessed.
Yeah,
what do you sing? Do you like put heart into it?
I do, yeah, and sometimes I feel like I'm worried like it sounds too good. But like I'll sing like a rock song or
like
a
Kiss?
rap. I do.
Aerosmith?
I kind of just like pop music, so I look for underrated pop songs. Like I was thinking if I went to Cafe tonight, I'd sing "Found Out About You" by the Gin Blossoms.
Wait, is there karaoke after the open mic?
There's karaoke at Summit.
Oh, at Summit.
Yeah.
Oh, so you'll get like a double header in. You'll do karaoke and open mic comedy.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
What if you got them confused and you started singing at the open mic and doing your jokes at the
karaoke? Yeah, I have to think through it. Like I gotta have a game plan going in. Yeah, if I start doing jokes up there when they're like the song is
like
playing.
Britney Spears is playing in the background and you're just telling
Right.
jokes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm singing Lucky by Britney Spears. Then I start doing jokes and people are like, that's not Lucky.
Do you have to be drunk to do karaoke, or you can do it sober?
I can do it sober, but it's probably better. It's probably better to do it drunk, and it's probably worse to do it high. High, I'll probably be like scared.
Yeah.
Probably be nervous to do it high, but on coke, it's like the optimal.
On cocaine?
On cocaine, it's the best. That's the best to do karaoke.
You don't seem like a cocaine guy.
After doing it a few times, at this point, I would say that it's not a good idea. It doesn't feel like a good drug to me because it makes me too like honest.
Doesn't alcohol do that to you?
Not quite. Alcohol is maybe one of the best things for me to be on. In my experience, people like me better if I'm drinking. But like versus when I'm sober. I almost like myself better drinking.
I don't know if that's a good sign.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know what it says.
Are you besides this drink right here, are you sober? Right now? Like
I'm fairly sober.
Like what else have you been on? Alcohol?
I did some drinks tonight. I did some alcohol tonight.
You did some alcohol.
Yeah, I was doing it. And like preferably I would be drunk, I think. But like coke is fun, but not if you do it like too close, like you did it once and then if I did it again another time close by.
No. I've never done it.
Oh, okay. You don't want to?
I think I did at one point, like 10 years ago. I think I would have done it.
What stopped your fire from doing blow?
I just did. I've matured now. You know, I'm like almost.
So you're like, I don't want to do.
I'm almost.
I don't want to go into drugs. Like, do you do mushrooms?
Yeah, I haven't in a while, but I will. Like, if someone had some, I would do some. I don't do a bunch.
Mushrooms are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll eat like a stem, and then go do stand up.
Okay.
And that feels good, you know.
So you don't want to do a bunch of mushrooms, like do you want to get sent to another planet?
I don't think so.
I do. I want to get sent.
Have you ever had a bad trip?
Not really.
See, I've had like bad trips, so it makes me not want to go harder. And when I say bad trip, it's just like I've been like really like this one time I did mushrooms in New York, and I just stayed on the couch and was like depressed and like sweaty.
Yeah, I've done mushrooms enough times. Yeah, that I actually have had sort of bad trips.
Yeah, and that makes me not want to go crazy with it, you know?
Yeah.
Same with acid. Like, I'll take a hit of acid. I'm not going to do, like, 3 hits of acid or anything crazy.
LSD is pretty fun, I would say. That might be my favorite one.
I like it more than mushrooms.
Yeah, me too.
A lot of people say the other. A lot of people say they like
Yeah.
mushrooms more, but mushrooms always make me nauseous at first. I get, like, nauseous and, like, for, like, 20 minutes.
Mushrooms feel too real. Maybe. Like LSD, I think is a little bit fake, or I think it's more for liberals. That's my opinion. LSD is for liberals, and mushrooms is for conservatives.
Why? What do you like to do when you're on psychedelics? Like, what's your preferred?
I like to think about things, I guess.
But like, do you like to be in a setting? Do you go anywhere? Is there anything you'd like to do? It has to be done. Like, I have to be smoking a joint. I have to be outside.
I have to be... No. I wouldn't say that. I kind of like to be around people. Generally. Because if I do... But like LSD, I don't really care. But if I do mushrooms and I'm not around people, I just feel sad that like I'm not getting to experience it.
Would you do mushrooms or LSD and then go do stand-up?
I think that I would, yeah. Maybe. But it's kind of more fun, like, just the first time that you do those.
Yeah, the first time I ever did mushrooms was definitely the best time I've ever
The first couple times I did it, I was like, holy shit. It makes me feel like everything is fucked up in the world. Or, like, everything is weird.
And that makes you feel good?
It makes me feel good when I'm on it. But it almost makes me, like, after the fact, even now, like, realize that everything is weird. I guess I kind of feel like walking around just in regular life that everything is really weird. And then, because other people, like, if I go to Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru and just, like, get something from there, that's weird to me. And then, like...
What, going?
Just, like, trying to have a normal interaction with the Dunkin' Donuts worker.
While you're on mushrooms.
No, just in regular life.
Just regular life, okay.
Yeah, or just anyone. Like, maybe just drive-thru things feel weird to me.
Drive-thrus have gotten worse lately. They're terrible. Most of the times now it's like an automated, an AI person you talk to, like on the screen.
Okay,
you know?
yeah.
And then you get to the window and it's like an actual person. I've experienced this so many times. There's a Wendy's by my work, and the ordering thing is AI, and then you pull around and it's a person, and they 9 times out of 10 they just are like standing there when the window opens, like with their mouth open, and they don't say hi. They don't say they don't tell you the total. They're just
Do you feel like making friends with them at all?
No.
I guess I kind of feel pressure to make friends with them, or
no. I work in customer service, so I understand what those jobs are like. I've always worked in customer service, so I get it. But it's very simple. You're a drive-through employee. At least tell me the total. You don't need to say hi. You don't need to ask me how my day is.
yeah.
That's nice, but you don't need to do that. Just you at least need to say the total.
Do you notice how like the workers at different restaurants they act differently? Like I do fast food a lot, so I notice it. But like the Dunkin' Donuts workers, they always have a bone to pick with me because they know that I show up at the window and it's like something weird is going on. But like the other workers aren't like that. McDonald's workers are all like strict. They're like they have standards at McDonald's, and so they don't pay attention to much, but they're gonna hold you to shit. I also do DoorDash, and I interact with these people a lot.
Yeah.
These people. But
Fast food workers.
like Burger King workers are just more fun, I think. They're kind of like a joke or a meme, like Burger King workers.
White Castle workers, across the board, are the nicest.
You think so?
I know so. I've gone to White Castles in different states, and like they're always.
That's the thing is like across different states, they'll be the same. They'll act the same in a White Castle.
White Castles, you can go there at midnight, and the lines around the building with just drunk assholes, and they're always like super nice. They're like one of the only people that when they tell you your total at the speaker and tell you to drive around, and I say thank you, they'll say thank you back, or they'll say you're welcome, or something like that.
Okay.
A lot of places, if I say oh thanks, I always say thank you. I'm like, fucking, I'll say thank you to you after this podcast. And if you don't say anything back, then I'll put you up there with Wendy's employees. Wendy's employees are the worst in my opinion.
I feel like Wendy's employees are pretty cool. Like they're just like go with the flow, and they don't give a fuck. Wendy's employees are like, yeah, this is what's up. Like that. I feel like
maybe they're not the worst. Taco Bell might have worse employees. I feel they're usually just like they just like throw your food out the window. They get stuff wrong. They're
sort of cool also. Taco Bell has a pretty laid back vibe.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah. It's in general, but it's like
Cane's has annoying employees.
Yeah, that's another one that definitely you can look at the way that their employees act, and like that's different from other ones. They're like that reminds me of Columbus is Cane's employees, or well, it's just that they are kind of edgy. Cane's employees, the way that Raising Cane's is a little bit edgy, a little bit like this is current. That's what's happening now.
Yeah.
They're kind of edgy, and in the way that they will make fun of this whole situation by saying, chicken, what comedy are you thinking?
Yeah, Cane's has like a college vibe, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Like a fucking game day, kegs and eggs, you know, kind of vibe. Like, let's get drunk in the morning.
Yeah, I could see that for sure. And they're even cooler than Wendy's. They're just like they're edgy or something like that.
You know who I feel sorry for the most? Dairy Queen employees.
Why?
Because it's like, who's getting drive-through Dairy Queen in the first place? It's just like, if you have to work the Dairy Queen window, it seems sad. It seems like that's the job that you don't want. at the Dairy Queen. Like, you'd rather work the counter where people are walking up. There's just something more cheerful about, like...
Dairy Queen should be served over the counter rather than a drive-thru.
A drive-thru is like, who's just driving through to get ice cream real quick?
And I guess food at Dairy Queen.
Yeah. I guess if you have like a car full of screaming kids, it might be easier. But also, I feel bad. I feel bad for the Dairy Queen employee the most because they have to do that thing where they tip their Blizzard upside down.
Yeah, and they usually do it pretty unenthusiastically.
Yeah, because it's embarrassing. You look like a fucking like trained.
They
seal.
usually do it like that.
I mean, what happens if they don't? They get like flogged in the back or something. Like if they.
I know who's imposing that on them that they like that they do that every.
They
time.
have a sign on it by the window that says like I swear to God I've seen a sign. An official Dairy Queen had a little Dairy Queen insignia on the bottom that says like if they don't do that then your Blizzard's free. I think that's the whole thing. That's like the whole scam or whatever.
Yeah.
So they have to do it, and if they don't, then they comes out of their paycheck or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of forget about Dairy Queen just in general.
I love Dairy Queen.
Yeah, I do like it a lot.
Soft serve.
I would go there whenever.
I'm a big fan of Blizzards. You know, I think
it's pretty much better or just as good as any ice cream that you would find is like a Blizzard. Yeah.
I don't like here in Columbus.
I don't need to go to Cold Stone or any of that.
Everybody does Jenny's here.
Or Graders even.
Graders,
I don't need to go to that.
I don't want thick, hard ice cream. I want you know.
Yep, I think soft serve is better than just regular ice cream.
At least we can agree on this. Maybe we don't say McDonald's or Burger King, but...
Yeah, well, you ever get, like, frozen custard from Culver's?
I don't think I've ever had custard.
Okay. Like, Culver's is frozen custard, and it's kind of... It's an improvement on ice cream. I don't know that it's better than...
What makes custard custard? Why is it... Is there egg in it or something?
I feel like custard is what's in a Boston cream donut, but, like, frozen custard is kind of just sort of like ice cream, but it's better. I feel like everyone would have to agree.
I feel like we should get some ice cream after we record this podcast.
Yeah, we can. Where are we gonna go? We named a bunch of places.
Well, I mean, I'm always a Dairy Queen guy. I don't think actually.
Yeah, there's a Dairy Queen near here.
Actually,
We'll have to go get ice cream at the same place.
Not to be rude to your podcast, but I'm gonna message Ty real quick and tell him I'm coming to the open mic.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Are you going? Do you want me to tell him to sign you up?
Yeah, sure. I'm already drinking, or like I'm already doing something.
Yeah, so come out.
Sometimes I don't do a mic just because I'm lazy or...
Do you go by Matthew or Matt?
I go by Matt. Though I do question if I should go by Matthew. But what I've found is that it's kind of... I don't feel like asking that of people. Because I have like asked to go by Matt, or like I'm Matthew to groups of people before, but...
Everybody just ends up calling you Matt?
I just like don't feel like going through the whole process of asking like I'm Matthew. It seems a little bit harder.
But I think when you introduce yourself and everyone's like,
I'm Matthew.
I'm Matthew.
And I guess ultimately I like Matt more just because it's easier.
Oh, okay. You want Matt, not Matthew. You prefer Matt.
I guess I prefer Matt, but I do like Matthew. But
from who? What kind of people do you like hearing call you Matthew?
No one.
It's not like a respect thing or a power thing?
Maybe just myself. Maybe just myself likes Matthew, but from everybody else, I'd rather hear Matt or something like that. But me... Because it's not really about me, or it would be, like, as far as me putting that on my social media or anything.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be like, for some reason, for me, it's like, Matthew is too much work to do. That's like a bigger deal.
What about a nickname? You could use a nickname instead.
I have a nickname where people call me Steel. People from my college call me Steel.
Is that like a porn thing?
No, that's what Nikos told me.
Yeah, like Lexington Steel.
No, like Steel, no. Steel Connor is my Twitter handle.
Like STEE?
STEAL.
AL, like...
Yeah, that was my nickname. That was my nickname in college.
Were you like a klepto or something?
No, I stole a basketball in playing basketball.
Like, the people were playing basketball and you
We
ran
were
out
playing
and stole
basketball,
it?
and I was like, they don't call me Matt the Steel Connor for nothing. And then that's what everybody called me in college, was Steel. But I like having a different name, though, for, like, especially something like college, where it's like, that's kind of a standalone thing, where it's like, those people know you for that,
Yeah.
and then you move on to whatever
Yeah.
else. I've thought about being like, I'm Steel in comedy or anything, but
You could do black rooms with a name like that.
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
They would expect a black guy to come out, though, if you said Steel. Like, coming to the stage,
Yeah.
Steel. And then you showed up.
yeah, I should try to do more black rooms with that. That's why you're not accepted in the
I know.
comedy community.
I know.
Yeah,
I don't have a good black following, even though I have a black
I saw a
girlfriend.
post where you said something about ICE,
I
where
don't
you were
understand
like,
what's talking about
we
ICE.
should join, or you should join ICE for the $50,000 and then donate it to a transition surgery.
Any type of liberal cause, really.
Yeah.
You know? You gotta hit them where it hurts. You gotta take down the system from within.
Yeah, I would love to have like an extra $50K to donate to somebody's child's transition surgery.
I mean,
It's an important, like, if somebody's child wants that,
Yeah. Why not?
I don't want to deny. I mean, I want to help them out.
You know
Help them
who-
get where they're going.
You know who would deny that? ICE. ICE would not let somebody have transition surgery.
Yeah, because they're heartless.
Yeah.
Because they have hearts of ice.
I'm not, I think ICE, I'm not really against ICE. I just think ICE is kicking the wrong people out of the country,
Who should they kick out?
Gay white men.
Okay.
I'm fine with every other color of gay people. So it's
Like,
not-
send them back to Mexico?
wherever gay people originally come from. Mexico?
So you're fine with, like, brown, like, Mexican white men
I'm
that
like
come-
very
Mex-
pro.
Mexican gay men that
I'm
come over
pro
here.
gay Mexicans. I'm pro gay Colombians. I'm Colombian myself. I'm not gay, but I'm pro gay Colombians. I'm pro.
What does it say about you that you're from Colombia and then you go to Columbus? Or you just,
I think it was just fate. I liked that you said Colombia the right
that's
way.
the way that it is
Yeah,
said. That's the way it's spelled.
I say Colombia just because I'm white. I'm white enough.
Because everybody else is like, if you say Colombia, then
They're like, why'd you say it
you're
like that?
Yeah, but that's how it's spelled.
Right. That's
So,
how
like,
people say it. That's how you should say it.
I think so.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I was born in Bogota, so you should say like Bogota.
Really?
Not
Okay.
Bogota.
Did you live there for that long?
No, I was just.
I would like to visit Bogota or Bogota.
Bogota.
I want to visit some of those capitals of South American countries for sure, just to see what's going on, because I don't really know what, like Buenos Aires. I want to see what's up with that.
I would like to do that too, but I don't know Spanish, and I'm like too lazy to learn it. And I feel like if I'm going to go to those countries, I either want to be with somebody from there, or I need to know the language. Like I don't want to do tourist shit. I don't want to, And that's what I feel like I would end up doing if I went. If I went to Colombia right now, I would just end up staying at a resort and just being like, "Oh yeah, I went to Colombia," and it's like, really, I just stayed in a fucking resort and ate hot dogs. I went to a resort in Jamaica like a couple years ago. My girlfriend, her family's from Jamaica, and so we stayed at this like resort, and then her family like lives in Jamaica, so we like went and visited them. But in the resort, it's like all inclusive, so it's like all white people because it's people just vacationing, and they have like a buffet room, which is like the main dining hall, like every night different buffet, and it's like mostly like pizza and hamburgers and hot dogs and shit. Like there wasn't like, they had like a little tiny Jamaican section with like jerk chicken and stuff like that, but it was like mostly like mac and cheese and like roast beef, and so I was like, this isn't
At a hotel at where?
in Jamaica.
Yeah, okay. I was in Jamaica once for like a week for a missions trip with my church, and we witnessed we like shared the gospel with Jamaicans.
You saved them.
I did save them.
That's good.
Yeah, I told them directly, like, this is how you get saved.
Yeah,
man.
they need that now since the island just got wiped out by that hurricane. They're all probably praying your prayers that you taught them.
Yeah, and now they got saved. Yeah.
And
that's what I told people when I got back, because we were supposed to. Somebody was requiring me to like send an email to everyone because people sponsored me. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And then I had to send an email to all the people that gave me money about like how it went, and I told them all, I saved this many people.
You had an actual number?
Right? I didn't have an exact number, but I was like, I personally saved a bunch of people from Jamaica. That's what I remember when I was like a junior in high school, that I sent an email to them.
You went there when you were in high school.
Mm-hmm.
You were like, what kind of religion is this?
It's like Baptist.
Baptist. That's like a southern religion, isn't it? Like
It's nationwide, but they call themselves non-denominational now, or because Baptist is kind of like has a stigma a little, or it's like too like Southern preacher.
People speak like in tongues and stuff, right?
That's Pentecostal.
Oh, okay.
But it's pretty much just Christian, is what they would generally call it. But Baptist is what I grew up in, and so we did a Baptist thing when we went over to Jamaica and like witnessed, like to make sure that they didn't go to hell or whatever.
Do you not believe in any religion anymore or God anymore?
No, I don't. Basically, no. I think that God is a certain kind of thing. It's like if you make God one person, like those monotheistic religions do, I think that that's incorrect. I feel like God is kind of more... I don't believe in God, basically. I just think that it's people are God.
You don't believe there's any kind of spiritual, like, mystical powers that be?
Yeah, I guess I should say that it's like, whatever put us here, I think that there is that. And there's definitely intelligence that's greater than all of us. I think that intelligence is God.
Is God.
Whatever is more intelligent than me, that's God to me. The same way as like we are God to animals, like dogs and cats. Yeah. We're basically God to them.
Or like how newer open mic comedians view me as a god. Something like that.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you have the...
I'm very Christ-like.
The knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay,
I've been there.
You might as well be.
Ask me something about comedy.
Do you want to be Christ-like to them?
I feel at this point it's my only chance
like
at success.
Jean-Luc Paul. What's the guy's name?
Jean-Luc Paul.
Okay, I got it right. Yeah. Jean-Luc Paul.
He prefers.
He prefers to call you Jesus.
Usually, yes. He looks up to me. He would definitely put me on his Mount Rushmore. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that for him. It could be untrue, but I feel in my bones like it's right.
Okay. Nice. Is that, like, when you look for people to put on your podcast, are you, like...
I'm looking for people who are going to suck my dick. Not physically, but metaphorically.
Yeah, okay. Like, people that you can condescend to? Is that sort of who you kind of look for?
No, because I don't think... I feel to be
people that you can give love to. I would say that being condescending is the same thing as, like, being loving.
To me, being condescending...
You seem like a loving person.
You have to be very intelligent and smarter than people to be condescending. I can't even say the word. Condescending.
Yeah, well, you might just exist at a level of knowledge that's above them already.
I think I'm older than a lot of, like, open mic comedians here in Columbus, so it appears... But I don't look necessarily older. A lot of people think I'm, like, still in my 20s, so, like, I can kind of, like, slip by as, like, this, whoa, man, he's, like, really smart. He's, like... 28-year-old genius, and it's like I'm actually almost 40. I just have like life experiences.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known that you were that old.
I shouldn't have ratted myself out. Damn it! Can you edit that part out? Can you make it look like I'm saying I'm like 22?
I can send it to you. Yeah, I can do some AI face imaging, like make it younger. Yeah. But yeah, I can.
How old are you?
I can edit out anything. I'm 30.
Don't edit anything to make it look like I'm saying the N-word. Don't do that.
I'm gonna find where you said like meh.
Where it says like I hate, and then you're just gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it together. And, yeah, I hope you don't mind when I do
whatever.
that later.
Yeah,
it's fine.
You know what I realized about how long have you been doing stand up?
For 4 years.
Okay, I don't know how you feel about it mentally or spiritually or whatever, but like if you still, or if you have ever cared at all what people think about you doing comedy, like, oh man, I don't want to say this joke because like I don't want to like upset the room, you know what I mean? I've lost that almost
really
completely.
Okay,
almost completely, not entirely.
I feel that way making the podcast or doing stand up, like in relation to the community. There's a number of things like I can't say a bunch of things,
right?
Because, like, then everybody will hate me, and then they'll, like...
You won't get booked on shows, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, and that's definitely, that's real. I mean, I wouldn't tell an open mic comedian that's new to just go up and just be as crazy as they want to be. I feel like you got to kind of earn that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You got to be funny enough that people trust you and know that whatever crazy shit you're saying is going to end with something funny rather than just saying crazy shit.
Yes. Yeah.
You can get up on stage and just say crazy shit. That's not comedy,
Right. It has to have like a point at the end or whatever. And people will be like, it has to have a punchline. It doesn't necessarily have to be a punchline, but...
No, it doesn't have to be a punchline at all. It just has to have a...
You have to be on about something.
Yeah.
Yeah. A number of times I'll, like, forget the something. Like, it gives me anxiety because I'm like, you better do the thing that makes it, valid that you were saying all of that before.
Right.
And then I'll be like, oh no, you're not remembering the thing. And now everybody hates you. And then like...
When you do stand-up, because every time I see you do stand-up, I enjoy it. I think you're pretty funny. Do you, know what you're going to say when you go up? Are you preparing?
I do know.
You're not winging it ever?
I know, but a lot of times I forget. And then I'm like, trying to remember.
Are you trying to say it word for word? Do you write or something or what?
I will write down I do want to say it a certain way. Yeah.
You want to say it like a script.
Ultimately, I don't want it to be like a script. I wish it would be looser. But when I get up there, I'm like, you have to say it like this or else they won't know what's funny about it.
Right.
I go up saying you have to say this line this way.
You don't want it to sound scripted, but essentially you want it to be scripted. You want to be doing the, you want to know what you're going to say. Yes,
the things that I think this will get a laugh because it is this phrase, this sentence said this way. Because a lot of times if you say it differently, that'll be fucked up and people won't think it's funny. I don't know if that's true or not, but I guess I'm pretty meticulous about it. But if I give myself the freedom to be loose, then it usually goes better. Or I can say the stuff like I mean it more. Whatever.
How do you decide who you want to have come on your podcast?
It's kind of just whatever. It's an act of the schizophrenic voices in my head that I'll decide this is the person that should be next on, is kind of how I would describe it.
Are you schizophrenic?
Something like that. But I feel like personality or personhood is relative. So I feel like everybody is kind of more schizophrenic than they let on because you're different people in different places. I'm a different person on Twitter than I am on Instagram. And so because of that, just that alone, I would say makes you schizophrenic. But it's it's just a calling. It's just a divine calling from God that tells me this is the next person.
But you don't believe in God anymore.
Well, it's not God. It's just whatever thing that I was thinking about. I would say that if you take LSD, it's like you talk to God, but because of the way that it is, it's like you're talking to Satan, sort of. Yeah. Because people would be like, LSD is evil.
Yeah.
Or I would say that's kind of like you're talking to demons. Whatever it's... Because you take LSD and it is different and you are influenced differently than regular life. Right. And whatever is telling you shit, which I feel like there is shit... There's somebody or something telling you shit, for sure. On LSD. And I would say that those are demons because that's what the church would call it. Because LSD is seen to be evil... but I'm saying that whatever is telling me, I'm just this person should be next. It's kind of just a in the moment kind of thing. I wanted Sam Fisher to be on here, and then...
He said, but I shut up.
He was no.
You said the wrong... He said no?
He didn't say no. He's I can't do it quite right now.
Yeah. I told you no at first.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I wasn't available when the time you were asking.
Yeah.
So I did say no.
I'll ask a number of people. It'll be these 3 or 4 people. But how I decide is just kind of if it's somebody that I feel like I could talk to. Fine.
Is there anybody, you don't have to say the names, but is there anybody in the Columbus comedy scene that you do not want on your podcast?
As it stands now, yeah, there's some people that I'm like, I'm probably not gonna have them on.
But not even like.
I'm not gonna say the names.
Yeah. I don't even want to know.
Well, it's kind of more like they're not necessarily on my radar.
Right. Why was I on your radar? Just because you were on my podcast?
You did have me on your podcast, and you're like the only person that's had me on.
Well,
Eddie Sherman will not have me on his podcast, and I'm pissed off at him.
Like he refuses to have you on, or
he just hasn't had me for I don't know what.
There's
reason.
like over 100 comedians in the city, right? I mean,
well, we're sort of friends, me and Eddie
oh,
Sherman.
really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I would say that we're friends.
Fuck you, Eddie.
But I guess we're not friends. Or he's not having me on his podcast. You had me on your podcast, and just in general.
I feel like there's not a lot of podcasts in Columbus. Like, there's not a lot of comedians who regularly do a podcast. I'm not trying to be a fool myself, but I'm one of the only ones who's like been doing it as long. Like
I think it's a good thing to have a podcast because that's just like a mark of comedy in this year. It is kind of a current thing.
Yeah.
You don't have to do one if you're a comedian, but
I think people get embarrassed about doing them because of people like Joe Rogan. It's like Joe Rogan like does his podcast,
or they don't want to look too conservative,
right? But I mean, like I guess what I mean,
it's like there's a lot of conservatives that do podcasts or something. Like I feel like the comedy scene is pretty liberal.
This comedy scene or
this comedy scene
in Columbus?
Yeah.
Yes, it's very
and
liberal.
Like podcast is maybe seen as like a not liberal thing,
right? Columbus is a very liberal-leaning comedy scene, which is very funny to me because before I moved to LA, I was supposed to be on a show at the Funny Bone, and there was a series of events as to why the show got canceled. But one of the micro reasons, was because like I said retard at some open mic, and there were some people in there that when I said it, they're like comedians or comedy adjacent, like super liberal women. And they were there when I said this retard, allegedly, and I could tell they were not happy with it. And the Funny Bone at the time was having a lot of problems with like the left woke people like trying to get shows canceled. Like Louis C.K. was playing there, and they like took out some ad in the Columbus Dispatch to try and like drum up, whatever cancel culture type thing.
Yeah, okay. Columbus Dispatch is pretty liberal.
Yeah, and so anyways, the point of this was Columbus being liberal. When I was getting ready to move to California, everybody was telling me, all the comedians here were telling me, like, Lucas, you better be careful. Don't say retard in LA. Like, you're going to get canceled. And I went to California and did open mics out there and did, stuff at the Comedy Store and the Hollywood Improv. Everybody out there is, like, not woke.
Okay.
There's a lot of shit being said out there that's not woke.
Yeah. It seems like from what I've seen from old Kill Tony episodes where you just have open micers on, that nobody gave a fuck about anything.
Nobody cares. I'm not saying that there's people saying stuff that's not funny.
I sort of want to go to LA a little bit just for that.
It's fun. I mean, you should take a trip out there and go and do spend enough time out there that you can kind of do the open mic scene and like see the different types of people out there, because granted I've only done comedy here and there. I like that scene more than this scene. Like,
is it like, how hard would it be to be a regular at the Comedy Store?
Here's the thing. I have seen a bunch of guys that I was doing open mics with out there in LA move up very quickly in the ranks. And like, what you want to do is you want to be a door guy at the Comedy Store. That's how, like, guys like us, open micers, that's how you get started. Like, you have to be funny out at mics around the city. People have to see you. And then the Comedy Store does set of the night open mics. It's not a regular thing. It's just random. They'll like throw it up the night before, and they'll be like, "Hey, tomorrow night's set of the night at the Comedy Store, so show up." Over 100 comedians show up. It's all lottery, so you get one free sign up. You sign your name, throw it in a bucket.
At an open mic.
At an open mic, and they do it in the belly room at the Comedy Store, which is the small room upstairs, and it's packed. Like, the room's packed, and you get one free ticket to sign up. And then every drink you buy, you can add another ticket.
Okay.
So if you're an alcoholic, chances are you'll get up,
Right. Yeah.
But, so they'll pull...
That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
The more drinks you buy.
The more drinks you buy, the more chances you have. And they have two buckets, the drink bucket and the free bucket. And so they'll pull from both throughout the night, you know? And but the thing that I dreaded when I was there was that it's all, like, that's a lottery, and the Hollywood Improv, which is, like, just as popular as the Comedy Store, has an open mic, and it's all lottery. You just sign your name up, throw in a bucket, and chances are up to whatever. And there's over 100 comedians there, and, like, those are, like, real mics. Like, you have to do your best shit on those mics. You have to do your best shit because there's bookers there. All the bookers for the clubs are there. You're auditioning. Any of those mics that are at clubs in LA, you should treat it like an audition.
Even if it's an open mic?
Even if it's an open mic. Don't go up there and do your, like, oh, I'm just going to try this, or I'm going to be...
Yeah.
Just do your best shit. And, after an hour of sitting there and not having your name drawn, you, like, don't want your name drawn. Because, every set's, like, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So you literally get 3 minutes to prepare. Like, you'll just be sitting there chilling, and then they'll pull out your name, Matt Connor, and you're like, oh, shit, I got to go up in 3 minutes.
Yeah, that would be scary to, like, get pulled at Kill Tony. You're like... when you don't think that it's gonna happen.
I've done Kill Tony 3 times. I've gone up at Kill Tony.
You've been on Kill Tony?
Not since it's been cool. Not since it's been in Austin. But when they were doing it at the Comedy Store.
So you were on episodes of Kill Tony?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it's because they used to travel. They used to tour.
I mean, it was cooler back then.
Yeah, I thought it was way cool. I mean, I don't really listen to it very often anymore. But a couple times I have listened to it
awesome
now.
back then. Nowadays, it's like, I don't know that I would even want to go on because they don't even give you a chance. Like in the interview, it seems like.
You might do good on Kill Tony. Because you're like
I figure that I could go on there and then, like, if I could sing a song or something.
They would probably love that.
Yeah.
Kill Tony, right before COVID, was like, went on tour. They did.
Do you know what episodes you're on of Kill Tony?
All you have to do is go on YouTube and just
Yeah.
type in Kill Tony Cleveland. There's 2 Cleveland episodes. I'm on both of those.
Oh, okay.
And then there's Kill Tony Cincinnati. I'm on that one.
What did he say to you?
I had, like, okay sets. I didn't like kill with my jokes. I didn't kill, but I didn't bomb. And then the first time I was in Cleveland, and they were talking to me, and they had, like, what else do you do? And I was like, oh, like, I used to be in, like, a punk band, and I was the singer, and, like, oh, like, can you sing us, like, one of your songs? So, like, I sang. I yelled, like, ah!
An original song?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty embarrassing.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was a funny moment. Brian, Red Band said I sounded like Cartman from South Park.
Okay.
It was funny. They made fun of me. It's pretty funny. And actually, did you listen to it years ago, Kill Tony?
I've seen some old episodes. I've seen a lot of episodes of it.
Do you remember when Joel Jimenez was the drummer? That
was
when I was on it with Joel. When Joel was there.
Yeah, I feel like that's when it was at its best with Jeremiah Watkins and Joel Jimenez. Yeah.
And Joel, so the first time Kill Tony came to Ohio, they did Cleveland and Cincinnati, like 2 days apart.
Okay.
And I went to both of them. And I got up on both of them.
That's pretty, like, that you knew that was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then right before COVID, like the same year, right, like months before everything got shut down, they came to Columbus and they came to Cleveland. I went to the Columbus show. I didn't get up. And then
I've seen the Columbus show.
I went to the Cleveland one at House of Blues. I was the first person that got up at the House of Blues one.
Okay.
And I got into that show on the guest list because I didn't have money to go. But I messaged Joel Jimenez on Instagram and I was like, hey, I don't know if you remember me. This was a year ago when you guys were in Ohio, but, like, I got up on the show, I got up on the show at Cleveland, Cincinnati. And he's like, I remember you. And I was like, is there any chance I could, like, get on the guest list or something? And he's like, yeah, sure, I got you. And, like, put me on the guest list. And it was cool.
The guest list at what?
For Kill Tony at Cleveland at House of Blues.
What does that mean?
Like, I got in for free. He, like, put me, like, because, like...
Not that you got to do stand-up.
No. I didn't get... I mean...
You put your name in the bucket.
I'm assuming they're, like, legit, and they just randomly draw names.
Yeah.
Maybe they were like, oh, yeah, let's get this guy Lucas back up.
But you got, like, a free ticket into the...
I got a free ticket
place.
into the show.
Oh,
so
cool.
that was cool, and then when I got up...
Who did you message to do that?
Joel Jimenez.
Oh.
And then when I got...
Did you, like, know him?
No, I just messaged him for being on the show.
Yeah,
hey,
okay.
I'm on the show.
Yeah.
Twice, like, do you remember me? And he's like, oh, yeah, I remember you.
Yeah.
And
I didn't know that you were on Kill Tony at all.
Nobody does. And that's like the funniest thing to me when I see people like Frank DeMint.
Because like Frank DeMint is I feel like it's publicized every time, but he does.
Well, he had a memorable set.
Because he did it nowadays when it's like really popular.
He did it nowadays when it's really popular. And I'll admit, Frank is very funny. His jokes are good.
He's funny, yeah.
And he is a character. I'm not a character.
Frank is like really standardized. Like he has standards, like the way that he was a doctor. I would say,
Yeah.
like when you're a doctor, it's all like standardized.
Look,
He has standardized comedy where he like does like this is the way that it is. He does the same sort of thing every time.
And that's good and that's great. But look, listen to me. Here's the truth about Kill Tony, especially now.
Mm-hmm.
You can go on Kill Tony and have a great set. It might work out for you, but it's probably not. What's gonna work out for you on Kill Tony is if you're a fucking freak.
Yeah.
Like if you're a character. I'm not a character. I'm like a normal just fucking
A freak, like the ones that make it now, I really don't like most of them. Where they're like like Timmy No Breaks. Do you know of that guy? He's like one of the most recent ones. Or Casey Rocket.
I've seen that guy.
Casey Rocket, I just don't like at all.
I haven't watched much of his stand-up, but what I have watched, to me, it seems like the reason he made it and he's popular is because he's a character.
Yeah.
He's fun, like, party dude.
It kind of has to be like you're this certain kind of person to make it now.
Retarded.
Yeah.
Can I say that on this podcast?
You can say that for sure. So you're saying that I could do well because I might be a character?
I think you are definitely a unique person. You know.
Like what kind of character would you say that I was?
You're very funny, but you also, I feel, maybe have the possibility of making people feel uncomfortable. Just in your delivery.
Yeah, hopefully Kill Tony would still like something like that.
That's what I mean. I think it would be like...
Because old Kill Tony would have liked that. I don't know if the new one does. The new one, he's probably just trying to appeal to like his Netflix subscription because he's such a people pleaser, Tony Hinchcliffe, that like now that he's gotten all this fame, he probably doesn't care like he did before about recognizing people that are weird. He probably kind of is like all about popularity now, is what I feel.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. But I mean, to me, it's like Frank DeMint is not popular. He sounds hilarious.
It's not...
His speech impediment is...
He has the S and the R speech impediment. Like, he has both speech impediments.
I work with a kid who has the same... He sounds just like Frank DeMint, but he's like 20...
And you tell him, like, you could be Frank DeMint.
I do tell him, I'm like, there's a dude that in Columbus comedy that sounds just like you, and he has a pretty good reputation for, you know, getting booked on shows and shit, so maybe there's a future for you. You know, if you sound like that. What are you gonna do if you sound like that? You can't be a politician.
Right, yeah. You can be a doctor.
RFK is a politician, he sounds crazy, so.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with... Sometimes it's like the politicians have a weird voice.
You have to have like a speech impediment to be a politician these days.
Yeah, a lot of them are... It's like everybody can make an impression of them, like Trump or Barack Obama.
Yeah.
So, and then like that works out for them ultimately or whatever. Who do you think, like, I feel like me and you should start a podcast where we have people on and then like it's somebody that we could make fun of. Like I was telling you, I don't know if that was recorded when I was saying like me and Josh Ostroff, it might be a good podcast if we had someone on that we could make fun of.
Yeah.
Because that's the most fun that I've had with him. It's like not necessarily me and him together is that great. I mean like, it's not optimal, but it's still good.
Yeah, but
it's still good. Like, but me and you could start a podcast where we had people on that we could be like, ha ha ha.
Just make fun
Do you
of
think
people?
that is true?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I think...
Are you into the idea of like making more podcasts, or you're like, that would be too much of me? Because I'm kind of inspired by you and how much you make Facebook posts. And I'm like, I wish... Facebook posts. I'm like, I wish I could do that more, right?
You mean like where I'm typing stuff, or like Facebook posts promoting shows and stuff?
Just Facebook posts where you're saying what you think about things. Yeah, just writing stuff. I feel like I wish I did that more. I wish I did.
Well, don't you always have your phone on you?
Yes. I do.
I mean,
I have
that's-
my iPhone.
You always have your phone on you, and don't you ever think about something? Like, you just got cut off in traffic, and now you're thinking...
Yeah, like I wish that I tweeted more. I feel I kind of am like afraid probably to like tweet a lot. Because I'm like,
what?
just like...
Being canceled or afraid of...
It's probably irrational stuff, but it's just like, oh, people will, like, losing followers, probably. Like, oh, I got these followers by saying this, and I'm, like, afraid of losing them.
Do you think you've gotten followers because you've presented
Yeah, when I
yourself?
tweet, like, on Twitter, for example, I will comment something, sometimes I comment something really good, I'll get, like, 9 followers just from one comment.
On commenting on someone else's posts.
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh, no, don't... I don't want to keep tweeting.
So wait, so like you'll comment on like a more popular person's post, like say like RFK tweets, like you comment on
Just anyone, like Twitter is just anything goes. So anybody low level or high level, big account. Yeah, somebody with a bigger follower
I should start commenting
base
more.
than mine. Do you have a Twitter?
Yeah, but I don't comment on people's shit. I don't comment on anything.
Commenting, I get more followers doing that than my own thing, for
Yeah, I
sure.
don't get anything from posts.
Yep, commenting, if I comment something right, like recently I commented, like Dave Portnoy put a post up about this horse, and this horse was gray, and I was like, gray is the new brown for horses. Like, this horse looks awesome. It's gray. Because the horse had this certain, it had a gray color that made it look like an attractive horse, but like up until that point in my life, I really had mostly thought that gray horses were ugly. But like, I said that, and then all these people started following me, and like since then, I haven't really done much on Twitter because I'm like, all those people are going to unfollow me the second they hear what I actually have to say, because it's like I said something positive.
Yeah.
I was like, this horse looks great, just something so positive. Mostly everything I have to say is negative. Like, these people are gonna unfollow me. And it's like, that's not the only thing deterring me, but it's like, that's something, I get it, like, I'm like, oh, don't go and post on Twitter. I'm worried about losing followers. I wish that I wasn't. It's kind of
It's
a,
probably
it's
smart
kind of
to
a dumb fear to have. I don't know why.
think it is. Like, everybody I know who's been successful in comedy, they, like, that are my friends, they're my friends, but, like, I gotta be honest, I think they keep me at a distance. Because they don't, most people don't want to be associated with somebody who's gonna say whatever they're gonna say. Even if it's funny. Like, even if you're funny 90% of the time, there's 10% of the time that you're not funny. And those things you say bother people. And people who are, like, more successful, they, like, do you think you care because, you want to, like, quote-unquote make it as a comedian?
It
Is that why
is,
you care?
it is something like that. Or I just care about people that I know, generally from the Christian world, that might judge me for it.
See, I don't have that. Like, I don't have...
Like, when you make a bunch of posts on Facebook, you're like, whatever.
I don't care about anything.
Okay.
Mostly because I have blocked all my family on, like, Facebook.
Yeah.
And I blocked all of them because I posted one time when I first got hired I work at Costco, I first got hired there. My, like, first week there, I posted something about how I hated it and I wanted to quit and whatever. And I posted that, and I got a text from my dad being like, you shouldn't be posting crap like this on Facebook. My dad's not even on Facebook. So that means somebody told him.
Like, I know that my family would just hate me posting anything because they're, like, so embarrassed or whatever it is.
So just block them.
Yeah.
And if they ask you, why did you block me? Just be like, did they know you do stand-up? Your family?
They know, yeah.
Okay, so just be like, look, I do stand-up. I'm a comedian. I'm gonna say some stuff that you're probably gonna, like, not agree with. So just, in order for us to save these awkward conversations and arguments, I'm just gonna block you. I haven't said that to my family, but if they ask me, I would. If they were like, why'd you block us? I'd be like, well, because you suck, and, you know, I can't be myself around you, so.
Yeah. So you have, like, 150 episodes of your podcast?
I think we have, like, 162 now or something.
Do you ever think about putting the number by it?
No, I haven't thought about it. I saw it. I think it says it on Spotify. I think it'll say
Okay. It might.
But, like, as far as, yeah. I don't.
You're like, is that a choice that you make? You're like, I'm not gonna put the number by it.
No, it's not a choice I've made. I didn't realize. Ever since I started telling people that we have like 50 some episodes.
It's kind of Joe Rogan-ish to do that.
Just put the number by it.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are like impressed that we've been doing the podcast that long, like that there's that many episodes. And I didn't think anybody would ever be impressed by that, but that's kind of like, that's the only thing people are impressed by with my podcast, is that we have so many episodes.
It's like an authority thing. People are usually just impressed by like if you did it a bunch, or it's the same with stand-up comedy. Like if you go out a lot, then everybody like respects you.
And I get it, especially podcasts, because since
it's an authoritarian world that they hold you to, like, we can only believe you if you have the authority.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So like, the number by it probably helps something that people can't refute, like the authority, because it's so authoritarian. But it's not necessary. There's a lot of podcasts now. I feel like it's kind of, a lot of podcasts now don't put the number by it. But I put the number by it because that's just what I started doing. I had a podcast before this. It was called Identity, and I didn't put the numbers by it.
Now you're making me want to put the number by it.
Yeah, maybe you could. I like it just because I'm like, ha ha ha, I did this many episodes.
I mean, that is kind of how it feels. It's kind of like, I have 2 listeners, whatever, fuck you, I'm still...
Yeah. Yeah. You had, we can end if you want. Or we can end, I should call the ending. It's been an hour, 22 minutes.
We should end just so we can actually...
And, yeah, we should go to the mic, yeah, for sure. Alright.
It's over?
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for coming by. We should do this again sometime. We should do one where it's me, you, and somebody else, and then make fun of them. That would be fun. Or just me and you is fine.
We can do that, or me and you on mushrooms or LSD.
Yeah, that would be awesome too, for sure. Yeah.